Vandals strike again. The calls for a hate crime investigation after a city gallery exhibiting black artists is vandalized.
Where today's strong showers and thunderstorms will be by morning. What to expect ahead.
And New York Live with the top chefs in the Garden State garnering notoriety. This is News 4 Now for June 3rd. I'm Gilma Avalos. Vandals have struck again at a Soho gallery marking 100 years since the Tulsa Race Massacre. The owner claims this is now the third incident. It happened at the Black Wall Street Gallery on Mercer Street. The vandalism has happened over the past few days, the most recent incident happening overnight. Someone scrawling ETC real art on the door. The other incidents involve paint. There are growing calls for these incidents to be investigated as hate crimes.
You have to go on, you can't let other people's issues deter your message. Educating people, I knew about Tulsa, but a lot of people don't, is important, not just for the art, the aesthetics, but for the education. That's a shame, no one should be vandalizing anybody's anything. Soho, this is Soho. This is like the home of the art galleries.
The gallery is displaying the work of 21 black artists as a tribute to those who lost their lives in the 1921 Tulsa Massacre. The exhibit will continue until at least June 19th. In Queens, the NYPD's Hate Crimes Task Force says it's now investigating the desecration of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Elmhurst Park. Late last night, someone painted swastikas on the memorial along with the words "fallen souls, baby killers, and other things we won't repeat." Crime Stoppers is offering a reward. Some Brooklynites living in 3 different buildings have been forced from their homes after a stubborn water main break. This happened Wednesday on 4th Avenue in Boerum Hill. Witnesses say the water climbed 6 feet into the air at one point near St. Mark's Place. The DEP says a contractor drilling in the area struck a 72-inch water main. The Department of Buildings says water gushed into the basement of those buildings, flooding businesses. 3 buildings had to be evacuated after the entrances were blocked so crews could make repairs. We're told it could take days for those repairs to be completed. Add the MTA to the growing list of recent cyber attack victims here in the U.S. The hackers struck in April, but we're only learning about the extent of the attack right now. This comes on the heels of similar hacks at the Massachusetts Steamship Authority, JBS, which is the world's largest meat processor, and the Colonial Pipeline. The good news here is the MTA's cyber defenses apparently worked. By all accounts, the hack did not affect the system that controls train cars, and the hackers were not able to access employee or customer information.
What you want to do is stack the odds in your favor that they're not going to be able to inflict all that much damage once they get in, and that you notice as soon as they get into your system.
According to investigators, the MTA hackers are believed to be operating out of China. The FBI and the Department of Homeland Security are now trying to track down the culprits. A Long Island driver may now have to pay a summons after he was pulled over for driving in an HOV lane with a phony passenger in his vehicle. Police say 20-year-old Justin Kunis attached a mask to the front passenger headrest to make it look like there was another person in his car. They say they pulled Kunis over on the Long Island Expressway eastbound around 7:15 last night. He was issued a summons for an HOV occupancy violation. We're watching some rough weather ahead. And Maria, what can we expect tonight?
We still have a stormy evening ahead of us, and be prepared for not just the heavy rain, but even some gusty winds still as the storms continue through the late evening. Temperatures into the low 70s through the early evening, showers and thunderstorms even into late tonight before tapering off to some showers and temperatures that drop into the 60s. While this main push of showers and thunderstorms comes on by late tonight, we'll see another chance for some showers, even a few rumbles of thunder by early tomorrow. Not the severe variety, but enough that maybe slows things down for the morning drive or any morning plans you have tomorrow. 67 degrees for the low. That's it. We stay muggy and mild as we wait for that cold front to come through. That'll give another round of showers and storms later in the day.
Crossing the Hudson for top rated cuisine. New York Live with the chefs making a name for themselves in New Jersey.
Today, I am proving that you don't have to be in New York City to get top-rated cuisine, thanks to these 3 New Jersey-based chefs. First up, we are here at Viaggio in Wayne.
Everyone knows me as definitely an Italian chef. I own 2 of the top Italian restaurants in New Jersey, so Viaggio Ristorante, where we're sitting today, and Osteria Crescendo, which is in Bergen County up in Westwood, New Jersey. Both restaurants got on the top 30 list for best restaurants in the state by New Jersey Monthly. And then just last year, I was nominated for James Beard Rising Star Chef. It's pretty unheard of for New Jersey chefs to get nominated. This is our cacio e pepe scarpinac, and we're just serving it with a cacio pepe fonduta and then aceto balsamico.
The pasta itself, you can taste it's fresh. Next up, we are here at Chofi in Union City.
We're a Mexican taqueria. I'm Mexican, I'm from Puebla. We have all kinds of different tacos and snacks, what you call garnachas or antojitos in Mexico.
What should we start with?
This is our specialty. This is birria tacos. So birria is a beef stew. So we separate the meat from the broth, and that's how you get a taco, and the broth on the side to dip.
This is the heaviest taco I've ever had in my hands.
Incredible, oh my gosh.
And finally, we are here at Esso Artisanal Pasta in Morristown.
While I was a food runner and I was exposed to all the chefs in the kitchen and the cooks and the high intensity and the tossing of the pastas, I was just amazed. I was wow, blown away. Finally, dropping out of Fairleigh Dickinson University and attending the Italian Culinary Institute for Foreigners. We have the gnocchi alla ragu napolitana, and the gnocchi is made with ricotta and Parmigiano Reggiano, so there's no potato at all. Yeah. Super simple, very traditional, and it's a banger. It's our top seller right now.
Okay. This is unmatched. I want to hear what you think about the New Jersey chef scene and just what the perception is compared to what it actually is.
It's kind of cool that we are like the underdogs because we are just given the opportunity over and over again to prove ourselves.
And we'll keep doing what you're doing. It's delicious.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
How do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice, practice, practice. And that's exactly how a Connecticut musician became the youngest person ever to score a spot on the iconic stage. News 4's Ida Siegel introduces us to the pint-sized piano prodigy.
This is Bridget Shea. At 3 years old, her tiny fingers fly over the piano keys like that of a much older student who's been at it for years.
She is a prodigy.
She is a rare student indeed for her teacher, Felicia Fang Shang, here in Greenwich, Connecticut. Bridget's family from Ridgefield reached out to Felicia over Zoom during the pandemic to give their daughter something to do. They had no idea she was gifted.
The first time I heard she playing a piano piece, I was so deeply moved.
Her mom is just so excited. I still remember her tears in her eyes. I said, "No, can you play right hand D major, left hand C major, right hand G major?" Then she will boom, 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 make all the different moves. That's for that 3 years old, it's really amazing.
Felicia worked with the pint-sized prodigy for months, giving her more and more challenging assignments, entering her in competitions. Twice, she's won first place. Now, she's scored a prestigious spot to play at Carnegie Hall.
They are really thrilled. Wow, my daughter!
When Bridget plays at Carnegie Hall, it'll be her first time performing in front of a live audience in person, and she'll be one of the youngest players there, if not the youngest. All of that scheduled to happen in November. Reporting from Greenwich, Ida Siegel, News 4, New York.
Thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.